About 3 years ago, I started my internship in Maastricht. And when I arrived at my internship, I had no assignment. And I thought, okay, what do we have to do now? Well, I just went through for a week. I watched a little bit. But when my supervisor came back from his holiday, he said to me, I have a really nice assignment for you. You are going to find out how to extract oil from orange peels. I thought, okay, it's my first internship. Let's go for it. So I did some literature research to find where is the limonene capsulated? Where is the orange oil? How can I extract the orange oil from the orange peels? And I went on with it. So after a little bit of struggling, experimenting, I found out there are different ways to collect the orange oil from the oranges. And after I finished that, I thought, okay, how can we do this a little bit bigger? So I went to the store, bought a bag of oranges, squeezed them, drank the juice, went on with it, and started creating more orange oil. But what was left, I extracted all the orange oil, but I was left with still waste, a bag of waste. And I thought by myself, how can we reduce this waste to get more valuable substances out of the peels? And I went on with researching, found out that there are a couple of ways to extract different things from oranges. So I took my bag of orange waste, I took the oil out of it, and then I went further on it. And I found that everything out of an orange peel can be extracted in its valuable pieces. So then I thought, one step bigger more. It can be one step bigger. So I went to my mother. My mother was an advertisement ambassador at the time. And I asked her, do you know how I can get a lot of orange peels? Well, she immediately say, yes, I do. Here do you have a couple of telephone numbers. So call them. Well, I called them. That were mostly supermarkets, and asked them, do you have orange peels? Well, they all said yes. We do. Well, can I have them? Firstly, they were likely strange from what else is he going to do with that much orange peels? And I said, yeah, just give them. And they said to me, it's just waste for us. We just threw it away. So I went on my internship with a couple of big bags of orange peels and started processing them. Now I found out all the orange peels that has been thrown away, the Netherlands imports oranges each year that are roughly 550 million of kilograms. When you squeeze all the juice out of it, you are still left with 275 million kilograms of waste. Because we drink each year about 257 million kiloliters of orange juice. That will be equal to 275 million of those bags full of orange peels. Well, maybe you don't have no idea how much that is, but that is 1.5 times the Fortuna Stadion in Sittard full with compact pressed oranges. That's a lot. But to give you more insight in what you can get out of it, I will start and want to let you see this. Once you're going to extract all the things from orange peels which are inside of them, we start with things like the coloring. All orange peels have coloring in it. We can extract those colors, and what can you do with it? Well, the color is mostly used in the coloring of vitamin juice. It's a precursor for B vitamin, and it's used to feed to your chickens to make the egg yolks more yellow. Well, when you can see, we have around 400,000 kilograms of coloring in all the imported orange peels in the Netherlands. That will equal to 15,000 of those barrels full with coloring. Well, That can be extracted from it. Next, where it all started about. Orange oil. Orange oil does smell really good. And it's a pretty good degreaser. So orange oil can be used as a degreaser, toilet spray, or just an oil. An oil which smells nice. You can burn it above a candle. It will get in your room and everyone will smell like orange. There are about 3.2 million liters of orange peel oil in all the orange peels in the Netherlands that can be extracted. That will be equal to 110,000 of those barrels full with orange oil. Also, we can extract lignin from them. Lignin is basically a substance which keeps the whole orange peel together. And when you extract that, you can make some DMSO. That's a solvent which is used a lot in the laboratories. And then it's a precursor for it. So it has to be processed to it. Also, you can make the artificial vanilla out of it. So the smell, the taste, the food additive. And it's around 11 million kilograms of the lignin, which also equal with 240,000 of those blue barrels full with lignin. Next, a product that we use a lot, Pectin. Pectin is in the Netherlands mostly used as a thickener for yogurt, jam, syrup. So it's a lot, it has a big use in the food industry. We can extract from all those orange peels about 30 million kilograms of pectin. That will be equal to 700,000 barrels full of pectin. To give you an idea how much that is. Last, an orange peel is approximately made of 25% of cellulose. We can extract all of it. So when you extract all the cellulose of the orange peel, which be or in the Netherlands, so the waste, you can extract 70 million kilograms of cellulose powder. That will be equal to 1.5 million of those barrels full with cellulose. That is a lot of toilet paper. That's a lot of paper. One man can't print that in one life. But to let it work out, to make my ID something, I can't do this by my own. I did my research. I worked on it. With one orange peel, I can get that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. The only waste I have is a little bit water, which is rich in minerals and sugars. But I can't do that by my own, because I can't process 275 million kilograms of orange peels each year. I need you guys to help me with my ID. If there is something who thinks, well, he has a pretty good ID, and I want to help him, can you help me getting a little factory, a little pilot plant to make the extraction a little bit better, to optimize everything? Then please connect me and we can work something out. And if there just someone who wants to help me with my ID to make the Netherlands, the world, a little bit more sustainable, we can together enjoy nature's gift a little bit longer. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
What a great idea you have shared with us. And this is only the beginning. I think the others will have a hard time matching up to you. I think you can be very proud of yourselves, but let's see what the jury has to say. So, let's start with Jordi from IBM. It's a pretty bio-based idea, isn't it?
Yeah, so I really like the idea, actually. I like the way how you presented it. Yeah, it's really cool that you can get all these compounds out of just simply an orange peel. I was just wondering about like if you compare it with the conventional ways how to get it. Like, is it better? For instance, cellulose, I guess there are other sources to get it out. So how efficient is the extraction?
Do you mean if you can get 100% out of it, of just a part out of it?
No, so maybe how efficient is the extraction process compared to, let's say, other ways to do it?
Yeah, I don't know that especially, but I have only experience with citrus peels, so just lemons, limes, and oranges, and those are basically the same. So when you're going to refer to, I don't know, bananas or apples, I don't know, and I can't answer your question.
Okay.
Okay. Jens, why did DSM, as a purpose-led company in life sciences and nutrition, not come up with this same idea?
Wow.
Tell me.
Great question. Well, first of all, we don't have a Kevin.
No.
And,
That's true.
so, first of all, mate, well done. That was really, really great. You nailed it. I think what is really interesting about this is that Kevin focuses on local waste products, local waste streams, right? And you've got to imagine DSM and the scale that we are as a global company. It's really difficult to think about that from the top down. From the whole orange industry, it's almost an insurmountable task, right? But when you think about it local, starting in your garage and then going to the local supermarkets and then 2 supermarkets, 3 supermarkets, is this a small unit that you could put in the milieu park in the village and make these products locally and maybe even use them locally? So I think it's really exciting from that point of view if you think about it from the bottom up rather than this big global multinational thinking a little bit more from the top down. But well done, mate.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's a big compliment from Jens.
Yeah, great feedback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Patrick, what's your professional opinion about Kevin's speech?
Yeah, I think maybe to start with, compliments for the enthusiasm. You really presented it a bit as a cliffhanger. I was really looking forward to what is underneath those blankets there. And then you presented it. I think the idea is very appealing because, of course, we try to recycle nowadays as much as possible. I think you've shown that there is a potential. There is a huge volume of peels to be had. I was wondering, do you also already have ideas about how you are going to collect it? Because I think in the recycling industry, one of the difficulties is that as humans, we need to be told, separate this waste from that waste, and otherwise we toss everything together. So that is, of course, also what is currently happening to orange peel. So the question would be, have you any ideas of how to collect this as a feed stream?
Well, what I do know, look, people are people. People just throw everything away because it's easy for them. Because I throw it away, never have to think about it. But if you only are going to look at the supermarkets in the Netherlands, almost every supermarket has an orange juice machine. You just press the button and you see the oranges. Well, all of those apparatus are almost everything of squeezable oranges we have in the Netherlands. Because all the other juice is imported from the Netherlands as concentrate. Mm-hmm. So all the orange juice is almost everything from supermarkets. And when you ask them with your company, okay, we give you a trash can, a large one. Just threw all the orange peels in it, and we just come to pick you up your garbage can, and then just place a new one. And when you are going to start off with that, you already have a nice amount of orange peels to work with. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. Cyril, do you have additional questions?
Well, I think I'll elaborate a little bit on what Jens is saying. First of all, great presentation. I think it's a great idea looking what you can do with regional waste, actually. But you already said that you looked at citrus fruit, so at lemons, limes. But I'm really wondering, did you have a look in something we're producing locally? Because we have quite some fruit industry here, but mainly I think it's apple and some pears what we're producing here, that you are capable of extracting something similar from that? Or is that a waste stream which is large in this region?
Well, I know that everything for apples and pears, what you just said, because we have that a lot here with trees and etc. But that's almost everything of that is pig food. And there's not much waste left from apples, because when you make apple juice or apple cider or syrup, almost everything will be used, because when you squeeze out an apple, it's like 59% of liquid in it. So, and the only thing you have left then are just little peels, and there's not really much inside there that it's extractable. It contains mostly pectin. Well, here is also pectin, but that's the only thing you can extract from apples. Yeah. So, yes, you can try it, but I don't know if it's
not as favorable looking at the
I don't know
fruit.
if it's worth the effort when you're going to extract apple peels or something like that.
Okay, great, thanks.
Okay, let's check what the opinion is of the online audience and how they look back at your pitch. On which elements did you score best? Whoa, and that's very clear. The feasibility, maybe because it's so practical and regionally you can really implement the idea. So that's a big trust there you get from the live audience. Thank you for sharing your opinion with us. Shall we just pick out one question also from the chat from the audience? Which one do you prefer?
Well,
first?
I just can answer them. So, first question, can all components be extracted from the same batch? Yes. Easy question. Everything in these blue barrels can be extracted from the one and the same batch of peels. You just start with one, then the next, then the next, then the next. And it's a nice method when you can extract them just in order. So, yes. And can we use only orange waste or increase the yield with other fruit waste? Yes, because you can also use bananas, etc., pears, apples. It is possible, but if it's worth the effort, I don't know.
Okay, and the third one, there is a tip for you. There's a Dutch company. Do you know the company already? Pioneers?
I have heard of it, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Now maybe it's nice to partner, to hook up with them. So Kevin, this was your presentation. Thank you a lot. I think the feedback was great. Give him another big hand.